So y'all, you see my hands? They're so red. And I don't think you can guess what I was doing. I had to take a break to come inside because it's freezing outside. And I was doing some stuff out there. And I wasn't wearing gloves or anything like that. But let me just show you guys what I'm doing outside because I don't want to hold you in suspense any longer. Okay, so let's go. So can you guys see that out here? You see that out here? You see all that stuff out there? Yeah? Yeah? This is what I've been doing. So as you can see, it's about 6 or 7 degrees outside. So it's sunny and today was a really nice day, but it's cold now. And I've been outside washing all these things in there. Okay? So this is my mini greenhouse and all these pots in here and trays. I've been washing them. That's what I've been doing. And I have another mini greenhouse here. And if you look way over there, yeah, so our greenhouse is over there. We're seeing all this plastic, and the plastic is down, and we purposely left it like that all winter because the wind was just damaging it too much. So we're gonna put it back up, and we got new plastic to reinforce it and new wood and everything to put it back up really strong. Now it's gonna be up permanently, so we wouldn't have to take it down in the winter time. But guys, that's what I've been doing. So all this mini greenhouses were inside the big greenhouse over there. Okay. Oh, there. Okay, so they were in the big greenhouse, and before they go in there, they usually stay inside in my kitchen or in my laundry room, and we set our lights up, and this is where we start all our seedlings, like most of the seedlings and our flowers that need to start inside. We start them there, and then we transplant them. And once it's warm, then we do more seedlings inside the greenhouse because the greenhouse gets really warm and the sun comes here, and the sun is usually there until like mostly all day. The sun is shining in the greenhouse, so the greenhouse gets really really warm during the day. So then we do the rest of the seeds in the greenhouse, but right now we can't because it's too cold, and so we have to remove those greenhouses. And if you're hearing noise, it's the field over there. Can you see the field? Yeah, that field over there. Okay. And there's thousands. I actually mean thousands of Canada goose. They're just sitting in the field and they're making so much noise. I don't mind them at all, but if you're hearing that noise, it's just them, guys. So anyways, this is what I'm doing. So let me sit down. Maybe I should sit down, maybe not, I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I'll sit. So guys, there's two reasons for the video. Reason number one is, why am I washing all those pots, right? Why you want to wash all those pots? It's so time consuming. And this is not even half of the pots that I have to wash. I still have to wash more. I have a lot of them in the barn, and I have some in this shed. Not this shed right here. So the other shed right behind there. Okay. I have another set of pots in there. So we have lots of pots because we'll be selling we sell the plants and stuff. So we have lots of pots. So anyways, I have to go wash all of them. And the reason why you want to wash your pots before you start any seedlings is to get rid of any disease that you may have in your soil last year. So point number one, do not use soil from the year before to start your seedlings the next year. And I know many people I see on YouTube, they do reuse some of the soil. They mix it up with other soils and they reuse it. Some people, they put it in the oven to sterilize for a while. If you're going to do any of those methods, like put it in the stove to sterilize for 5-10 minutes, that's okay, because you're going to kill anything that's in the soil that's going to cause any problem for your young seedlings that's going to be coming up in that new soil that you're going to be that in the old soil that you're going to be planting them in. So that's good. You can do that. But if you're just going to take that same old soil and then you're going to mix some compost and some peat moss here and some other things in it, I don't think that's going to be a good idea, because you kind of taking the chance of bringing in some disease if you had any disease the year before. So I wouldn't definitely do that. So all my soil, I usually just dump them out from whatever pots or any of these containers that had any soil in them. I just dump them out and I wash them completely. And I usually put the soil in the compost bin, or sometimes I just put them on one bed, like one bed that I'm planting in. And then I just like add a lot of compost and other things so that they're gonna eat any, like if there's any disease or pest or something that's on it. So that's what I do, right? Introduce more microorganism in that bed that I just dumped the soil on, so they can just kind of eat off anything that is not good that was in the soil from the year previous before. Now last year I didn't have a lot of pests. I didn't have pests in my garden at all. None that I see. My plants was amazing. I didn't see anything with the leaves or anything. But when I was germinating my seeds earlier, I had some root rot, and I also had some fungus gnats that was on my plant, and I lost the majority of my melons and my, what was it again I lost? Oh, my pumpkins. So I was so fearful I would not have any pumpkins last year, because I had this like I think I planted like so much pumpkins and they were beautiful, and then this terrible little, I don't know, insects that look like spiders, and then after the entire tops of the those containers, they look like if they had some kind of webbing on them, and then some started molding. It was just crazy. So what I did was immediately removed all those pots and I put them outside on the side of the building here, and I left them outside. I didn't touch them. So these, some of them, I don't even have them here. I think I have them on the other side by the greenhouse. And these ones, I'm going to wash them separately, and I'm gonna even put like a light bleach water if I'm gonna use any of those trays, like these ones right here, the brown ones. So if I'm gonna use any of these ones, I'm just gonna give them a light bleach water just in case. I don't want this mite to come back and infest anything that I plant again when it's warm or when I'm sowing my seeds every 2 weeks. I just don't want that to happen. So that's the reason why I am washing all these pots. Point number 2. If you're gonna bring these things inside and they're all dirty and muddy and stuff like that, I mean, they're just gonna make a mess inside your house. You know what I mean? So I really don't want all the mud and the dirt and everything from those pots. So that's the second reason why I wash them, because these, I'm using them to start my seeds inside. The third reason why I'm washing them is also that this year I'm using a different mix of soil, right? I'm using some peat moss, and I'm using I'm just making a different mix from all those years. So I plant my seedlings, I'm doing something completely different. So I don't want to have any soil at all whatsoever inside those pots that I used from last year, because I want to see the difference between what I've been doing for all those years compared to this new thing that I'm doing this year, my mixture, and see what's going to happen, if my plants are going to be better, if they're going to be leggy, if they're going to be much stronger. So I really want to make a comparison. So this is one of the reasons also, that is why I want absolutely no soil inside of my trays, so I'm not leaving any soil. And last year I also had some compost, and I did put compost in different things, and I said once the winter season coming, I'm just gonna pick the trays up, and they're good compost, and I don't need to dump them. But then since I'm doing this new technique of mixing a new seedling mixture, I just dump them out also, and I dumped those inside my greenhouse beds. So these ones are good. So they're awesome. These are my own compost that I make. So yes, guys. So this is the reason why I'm washing all those things. Somebody may ask me if you want to use soap, and if you want to use soap. I've never used soap to wash my pots, so it's up to you. It's your choice if you want to use soap to wash all your pots and stuff like that. But I really don't think it's necessary. The hose itself, does a really good job. I took my the head off the hose and I just left the water running. So guys, that's basically what I do. So I'll just show you very quickly how efficient. I'm just putting my boots back on because I was just sitting down and I had my boots off. It's muddy out there and I want to muddy up the my back porch. Anyways, so let me go and turn the hose back on. As you see, I took my this head off because I want like a big powerful stream of water. And I'll just show you guys very quickly what I do. And actually, let me show you the pots are clean there actually. So as you can see, the pots are pretty clean. Look, see, they're quite clean, right? Even the trays are pretty clean, right? If you look at these ones, they're really clean, right? They're super, super, super clean. All right. So this is it's just very simple. All I do is, you see these trays, they have dirt. If you look in them, they're pretty dirty, you know. So yeah, they're quite dirty. So I just make like a big stream like this, and then I just rinse it out. All right. Basically it. I just shake it around, and then the pot get really clean. It's nothing very hard. These pots, they need to do a couple of times because they're bigger. But for the small ones, yeah. See? They're pretty clean. So look at that. See? It doesn't take long. They're very, very clean. And like if you have any one of these ones that kind of still have soil in it, you just go around and wash it again. Like this one is not perfectly clean, neither this one, but yeah, you just go around and wash them again. Yeah, and that's it guys. And then for the trays is the same thing. Let me show you. So the tray is pretty dirty. See, the tray is pretty dirty, and all you do is the same thing. Just wash it down, and you can leave it for a few minutes, and yeah, it's gonna get clean. And same thing here. And sometimes I just use my fingers like this just to get rid of any extra dirt that's not coming out. I just rub it off. I like to use these trays. You can find them at the dollar store. I think they're 2 for $1, something like that. And I save also these trays. I like to put my seedlings on them too. It's a good to hold water. I have quite a lot of them. And yeah. And voila! It's all clean. See that? Just plain water and it's all clean and you're ready. And this one, you can see the water is very dirty. Dump it out. Give it another spray there. I like to wash behind because after all it's coming into the house. And then that's it. It's all clean. And all you have to do is turn your water off. And that's it. I got all my clean pots here. Good to go. So basically, guys, that's it. You just wash your pots like this and all your little trays and stuff like that. And it's very easy, very simple, nothing hard. You don't need to be, putting soap and all kind of stuff and scrubbing and scrubbing. It comes up pretty easy. And I just leave them here. Oh, maybe another hour. I'll leave them outside. And then I'll take them in the porch tonight. And in the morning, I'll really start to plant the seeds. And I have these greenhouses, they come with a plastic cover over it with a zipper. I have to wash the cover and hang it up tonight. So I'm gonna hang and wash the cover really well, the plastic really well. And then once I plant the seed and your lights are in there and then you zip it down, it just provides an awesome like ambient temperature inside there. And your seedlings, they germinate really, really well. I mean, these things, I think they're about under $100, the big ones. But I think they're like $70 or $80. And this small one I paid like 30 bucks. This tiny one I paid $30. I think this one is about 80 bucks, something like that. But if you wait to the end of the season, you can get them cheaper. I usually get them like 25, $28 if you wait for the end of the season. Yeah, so that's how I got them, and I'm gonna get a couple more. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. So remember, guys, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter what anybody say. And remember to do something wherever you are in this world to save your environment. If you can cut out plastic, if you can recycle anything, if you can use jars instead of plastic, anything that you can do to do your little part in the environment, please do it. This is our environment and we need to keep it as clean as possible. And we just need to keep the environment healthy and show some love to it. So guys, ciao ciao. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.